playoff snubbed Ohio State got defensive even without one of its best defenders in the Cotton Bowl at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ohio State safety Damon Webb returned an interception for a touchdown after recovering a fumble to set up an early score, and the No. 5 Buckeyes beat No. 8 Southern California, 24-7, on Friday night in a matchup that traditionally has been in the Rose Bowl instead of deep in the heart of Texas. The Big Ten and Pac-12 champions would usually play New Year's Day in Pasadena, but the Rose Bowl is a college football playoff semifinal game this season. Ohio State, 12-2, instead quickly settled in at the stadium where 3 years ago it won the first national championship in the 4-team playoff format. The Buckeyes just missed the playoff this season. U.S.C., 11-3, the Rose Bowl champion last season, lost for only the third time in its last 23 games. The Trojans committed 4 turnovers that led to 21 Ohio State points in what could have been the final college game for Sam Darnold, a third-year sophomore quarterback who is widely expected to turn professional. Buckeyes cornerback Denzel Ward, an All-America junior, has already decided to enter the NFL draft, and he didn't play in the game after practicing with the team this week. With Ward on the sideline in his No. 12 jersey over street clothes, Webb recovered a fumble on the third play of the game. That led to J.T. Barrett's 1-yard keeper for a score that put the Buckeyes ahead to stay. Webb returned an interception 23 yards for a touchdown to put Ohio State up by 17-0 less than a minute into the second quarter. It was the first pick six this season for the Buckeyes, and the team-leading 5th interception for Webb. Ohio State was up by 24-0 when Barrett ran 28 yards for another touchdown after the first of Darnold's 2 fumbles while being sacked. Darnold was sacked 8 times overall. That defensive line took a quarterback that we have a tremendous amount of respect for, and he didn't set his feet all night, Ohio State coach Urban Meyer said. That's the way we won that game. Music City Bowl Justin Jackson ran for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, and No. 20 Northwestern held off Kentucky, 24-23, in Nashville on Friday in a game that might be remembered more for injuries, ejections, and a wild finish. Both starting quarterbacks left in the first half with injuries, though Kentucky's Steven Johnson returned early in the third quarter. Kentucky lost running back Benny Snell Jr. to an ejection for contact with an official early in the second quarter, and Northwestern lost its leading tackler, linebacker Patty Fisher, before halftime when he was ejected for targeting. Northwestern, 10-4, still finished off back-to-back bowl wins in consecutive years for the first time in program history, and the Wildcats notched their second 10-win season in 3 years under coach Pat Fitzgerald. Kentucky, 7-6, had a chance to win after Johnson ran for his second touchdown of the second half with 37 seconds left. Kentucky coach Mark Stoops went for the 2-point conversion rather than play for overtime, but Johnson could not connect with Taven Richardson on the pass. Sun Bowl Nyheim Hines had 3 5-yard touchdown runs as North Carolina State defeated Arizona State, 52-31, in El Paso.